You can call me Diki. I am the co-founder of PT Yaop. On behalf of our company, I am pleased to welcome you guys to today's meeting. Our main agenda today is finding solutions to the issues regarding the Wi-Fi, security, connection, and Telkom University. It is my pleasure to invite the founder of PT Yaop, Mr. Tommy Shemranata, to lead the meeting.
Thank you, everyone. Hello, everyone. Please call me Tommy. Let's introduce one another. I'd like to invite the representative of PT Sinar Maju. Let's introduce yourself.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Astiate Sahartono. You can call me Astia. Nice to meet you all.
Hello everyone, I am the co-founder of PT Sinar Maju. My name is Delia Fanski Putri. You may call me Delia, and I'm pleased to be here with all of us.
Okay, now let's start our meeting. Based our survey to the Telkom University Academia, we have identified three issues that we should manage. The first one is about unsteady signal error, and then the second one is about can we add more device to the Wi-Fi, and then the third one is about the connection security. Our main goals is find the solution. The three issue. Okay, Diki will explain them more detail.
Alright. So, our client has received approximately 5,000 complaints regarding the Wi-Fi connection security and the campus. We have categorized the complaints into three main issues. Around 800 respondents stated that they feel disappointed that the Wi-Fi can only be connected to one device. The second category is about 1,200 respondents said that the Wi-Fi connections often becomes unstable, especially during noon to evening times. And then for the third complaint, the remaining of the respondent complained that their password got stolen and suddenly changed because the Wi-Fi connection is not encrypted.
Okay, I see. For the first one, I believe Delia has a solution.
Yes, that's right, Tommy. In my experience, the unstable connection may lead to inefficiency. We know that Telkom University relies heavily on the Wi-Fi connection for their teaching and also learning processes. So to make it clear, let me explain the four possible factors and right solution for each cause through my presentation. Okay, like I have mentioned before, I will do presentation about the range and intermittent of Telkom University Wi-Fi connection, and I have mentioned that I have identified four possible factors that can cause this issue. So this is the quotes that I found that maybe some of you guys have experienced this kind of condition. So it is all good until you found out the Wi-Fi is down. So this is the four factors that I have mentioned before to you guys. The first factor is because the access point devices. Second is because the wired or wireless router. And then the third is because the internet service provider. And the fourth one is because the physical obstruction. So I will give you guys the proposed solution from each factors that I have found out. So the first factors is access point devices. So I will tell you what is access point. Access point is the devices that connect a router, switch, or hub, and usually it's for the large building, and it's also in an office. So my proposed solution for these factors is access point maintenance. So we should do maintenance and we should know the condition of the access point itself, whether it is in a good or bad condition. And then after we know the condition itself, we can do maintenance, and then after that we should know the impact of this solution. So if we see the solution from the good view impact, in the future I think this solution can resolve this problem. But if we see it from the bad view impact, I think it will consume more cost, because the access point it's not cheap and it's expensive. And for the second factors is wired or wireless router. So the basic things that we can do for this factors is we can update or reboot the router itself, or also maybe we can add the range of the connection and add the router in Telkom University. For the third factor is internet service provider. So we know that internet service provider is a resource, or we can call it as a vendor that provide internet in Telkom University, right? So I think they have technician that know the problem that have been happened in Telkom University. So we can ask them first, what is the main problem that make the connection in Telkom University is slow and maybe losing signal. And I think they can propose some solution, or maybe it can more easy for us to implement what they say, because we already know the exact problem of itself. And the first factors is physical obstruction. So there are some factors that can cause the physical obstruction. First is cabinet, second mirrors, glasses, metal object, thick walls, ceilings, and maybe because Telkom University there are so many tourists can be one of the factors that can cause this. And my solution for these factors is early cutting. So we should early cutting the access point or the router somewhere high or an elevated area to get around the obstruction. So that's my solution, and as you can see here, this is my conclusion for the 4 possible factors that cause this issue about unstable connection in Telkom. First is access point devices. The proposed solution is access point maintenance. Second, the wired or wireless router factor. The proposed solution is at the range of connection and router. The third, internet service provider factor is we can contact the technician of the internet service provider. And the fourth factor is physical obstruction. We can do really cutting the access point or the router itself. So that's all my proposed solution. I hope you guys can catch up with my solution, and if you have any further question, you can find me at Delia Farski Putri. So thank you guys.
Thank you very much, Delia. What about her solution about this issue, guys?
The way I see it, since we have not identified the main issues regarding the main the way I see it, since we the way I see it, since we have not identified the main cause of these issues, I cannot agree on your solutions. But since I didn't have any other solutions from me, so I think we can continue on with this method.
I think think let's just say that for now, we should consider Delia's solution as our top solution for that issue.
Okay, since we already got the solution for the first issue, let's move to the second issue. Let's me to introduce the solution for the second issue with the presentation. Okay guys, we will conduct the meeting next week with the Telkom University. We come up with the issue that I bringing with the second issue is about can we add more device for the Wi-Fi connection. So the main topic for today is about introduction, problem identification, and impact. The last one is solution, and then I will tell the story about since I do summer course in Malaysia before in University of Malaya. So I tell this story. There is a Wi-Fi system divided by bandwidth. They very slow because the bandwidth is very limited. Compared with our campus, is Telkom University. As you can see, I really compare with our campus. For the ping is 15 millisecond. Is for the Telkom University is 28 millisecond, which is high. For the download is 10.20 Mbps, and then for the upload is 7 Mbps. And then we compare with the Telkom University is about download 15.10 Mbps, and then upload is 16 Mbps, which is more higher than University of Malaya. I think that's why our campus maintain with the one account. They cannot divide by many bandwidths for this account. But that's why I come up with this solution. Okay, why we need Wi-Fi in the campus? As you can see nowadays is Wi-Fi. It's really important to for the student. We cannot live without connection, and then sometimes the student doesn't have a quota, and then that's why student should have the Wi-Fi connection for the many things. I already got a sample from our campus. It's about 45% for tasks, and then social media is about 30%, and then 25% is about movie and or YouTube, and then the last one is anything else, something to do. And then I got this survey with the Google survey, which is online survey, and then I got this one. So for the problem identification, the highest connection, they need more Wi-Fi connection for something to do in the campus. For this one, the Telkom University just can connect only one device, right? So for the impact is the work is hampered. The work is hampered, and then you cannot connect with many devices. If we took the example, it's like you bring so many devices to the campus, right? For example, you bring the laptop, and then you bring a handphone, and then I think many else is like tablet. If you already log in with the laptop, you cannot log in with the handphone. If you want to do some small things that you have to do. So, for the example, you have to share from lecturer information to your group, and then you cannot connect with the with the connection. This is where so hampered, right? You have to log out with your account in the laptop first, and then you log in again with your handphone. So complicated, I think. So that's why I come up with the two solution. The first one is authentication to login. This one, as you can see, they come up with some pop-up for the authentication. If you log in with the Iglesias and then you input the user and password, the password is not enough for your security. That's why this solution I bring authentication. This one, if you already log in with your account, and then the next one level is authentication. They provide with your phone number, and then they send a Unicode to your phone number, and then after that you get it so Unicode, and then you input in here. After that, the next level is CAPTCHA. The next level for the security, not enough just for the authentication. Next one is CAPTCHA. After you use the authentication, they should provide with the CAPTCHA application. They come up with the display this one. You should input the word they have already provided. You should input, and then after that, multiple display with this one. Why we should provide this CAPTCHA? That already you know why we should provide with this CAPTCHA?
Yes.
Yeah. Why?
To identify if we are a robot or not.
Okay. Nowadays, you know that hacker not doing some hacker with the hacker doing something, but hackers also provide with robot. Why the hacker provide with robot? Because robot can hack so many things at the same time, right? That's why I think this one solution is more suitable. Just agree with I'm not robot, I'm not robot, and then send authentication to your email for login issue. And then this one, I think if we divide your login account with the many device, internet connection will be slower because bandwidth will be shared per account. That's why maybe this one impact will be solved with the many solution. For the example, we took the example, we should pay extra, and then many else something to do that for the solution. Okay, the last one I come up with the solution. Conclusion is Wi-Fi available more than one device that we already know a while ago is we use authentication and then CAPTCHA. I think this one is already good for our security to maintain our device is not hacked by hacker. Okay. If you guys any question, maybe you have to send me some question to email or number phone.
Okay, for me, I have my opinion. I think the main problem is here that lecturers, staff, and students can only connect one device to the Wi-Fi connection. But I think it is a good policy for Telkom University because it will avoid any overcapacity of network connection usage. But I think I have another option, which is to add extra account. but the client have to pay for more because Telkom University will need to add a bigger bandwidth to avoid the slower connection.
Yes, I agree with Askia. If there's no increase in the bandwidth, I think Telkom University needs to add a policy concerning about equal bandwidth distribution. So if there's a client that is allowed to be connected to more than one device, the bandwidth is still the same as the other that who is only connected to only one device.
I agree that the client should be connected to the Wi-Fi. Let's say 3 devices, but yes, our client needs to upgrade their bandwidth capacity. But I think that is not a big problem for Telkom University.
So, if the client allow the connection for the Wi-Fi to connect one device, more than one device, the next one we bringing to the next issue is about connection security. I believe Dicky will share his idea about this one.
Thank you. Let me explain my proposed solution through my presentations. Okay. Okay. The main problems of our meeting here is the biggest problem of today's meeting is the security of the Wi-Fi connections. These particular topics, as a solution, and Telkom University, I have identified that it is not secure. Why? The connection to log into the SSL portal, it is not encrypted. So what I mean by encrypted is if you stands in between the transaction of the users and the servers, you can clearly see the username and the password of our clients being monitored. So there are no encryption at all, as far as I know. The impact of this, why there is security issues with the SSL portals. The first one is the website did not implement the SSL, which stands for Secure Socket Layers. The second one is maybe the technicians did not implement the SSL the right way that it should be implemented. So the impact that is the confidentiality, the user information regarding their accounts, can be stolen by the attackers, and then the data of the accounts that being stolen can be modified, and then the Telkom University will suffer a loss if the user credibility that being stolen is the higher ups accounts. And then I have some solutions for these problems. There are 3 solutions. There is implement secure socket layers, and then encrypt the transmissions that being sent from the users and to the servers, and then doing like regular maintenance, not only for the hardware point of view, not only for the servers, but also for the softwares, something like firewalls, the encryption itself, the secure socket layers, and etc. So that is my solutions for these problems. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions.
Thank you, Ricky. Please share your opinion, Delia and Asia.
I think in my opinion, we should redesign the network architecture
What do you mean by that?
I think we should implement the DMZ or demilitarized zone.
I'm afraid I have to disagree with you because the implementation of DMZ will take time, and we need immediate solutions because we need to protect our clients' confidentiality about their accounts.
I'm glad that you disagree with me. I think I will explain to you about this. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, regarding the network connection security issue, I propose my solution about the concept of tele Wi-Fi security. So, I bet you already know my name, so I don't have to introduce myself again. And anyway, I am the founder of PT Sinarmajo. So, networks are among the most critical technology asset of any organization. So, I believe that people nowadays can spend in a day without any network connection, right? Even myself, I think before I came to this meeting, I didn't have any network connection at all. So I was all over the place, and I didn't know how to contact you guys. So I think not only in organization, but in our personal life or daily life, we really rely to the network connection. So can you imagine if any organization have some issues regarding the network? I think their operational work can be fail, or they cannot really achieve their target. So to prevent that, I propose my first solution is to have the international standard. In this case, I recommend to use ISO or ANSI or ISA or any other international standard regarding the network. Why I recommend to do the standardization? Because standardization is very important for us to build from zero network design, and we expect to have no failures in the future. So we have to follow the guidelines in international standard, and it is also provide structured methods and reliable data. So I think this one is important. The second one is to have a more secure firewalls. So basically firewalls work as a wall to protect the inside network from the outside network. So in firewall we can control the traffic in the network, which one can get into our local network, or which one can only access the external network of us. And then we can also control the trusted or untrusted outside the network, and we can also prevent the unwanted attacks with firewalls. And then the last one, I recommend to use the DMZ or demilitarized zone. For those of you who don't know what is DMZ do, so in this design, it explained that DMZ works by segmenting the network area. So we divide the network area based on the sensitive data inside it or the sensitive network inside it. So and also we combine the DMZ with firewalls to have a better security. So in this picture, we segment the DMZ and the local area network. So if there is a we can control it by the firewall first, and then from the outside network they can only access the DMZ area. So the DMZ area only store the external facing servers or data, but from the outside network they cannot access our local area network. So that's why it is very secure from the basic design. I believe my 3 proposed solutions is better from Diki, because if we redesign the network architecture from zero, I think we can avoid any unwanted attacks in the future. And also because I provide my first solution is to have the international standard as a guideline, I think it is related to the target of Telkom University itself to become a world-class university. And to achieve the world-class university, I think not only from the process of study and teaching, but from the service of network connection itself, they can use the international standard to achieve that. So if you have any other questions for me, you may contact me at my phone number. If there's no question, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, since Askia and Diki have brought great ideas for the third issue, I think we should arrange a meeting with the representative of Telkom University to discuss it more further and let them decide what is the right solution for this issue.
Okay, I think I agree with you. Okay, Diki with you will conduct the meeting with the Telkom University for the decided for the third issue. Which one is better for suitable to the Telkom University, and then
Alright, sir. I will contact the representative of Telkom University today.
Well, Tommy and Diki, I must apologize for cutting this meeting short because I have been informed that I have things to be dealt with immediately. Me and Delia must be leaving this meeting.
okay, let's recap today's meeting. We will implement the first issue with the Delia solution, and then the second issue with my solution, and then for the third issue is we'll hold the meeting with the Telkom University this week, I think, to this solution, and then we have to conduct suitable solution for Telkom University as our representative.
Okay. I think I will arrange the next meeting with Miss Delia.
Okay, Diki, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay, guys. Thank you for the participation for today's meeting. Thank you very much. I think that's enough for today's meeting. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.